Hi friends, it's Miss Tina and I'm back with another video. Welcome back to the channel. I'm so glad that you all are here again today. I am here every Friday for those of you who are new, just for you. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to go back and see all of the old videos. There are lots of them on here. And don't forget to subscribe so that you won't miss an upload. Come on in, join the family. We're so glad to have you. Now guys, if you're ready, are you tucked in? You are? Good, because I'm tucked in too. Let's get into today's story. Today's story is, of course, another good one. It's called Where the Wild Things Are. And it's written and the pictures are all by Maurice Sendak. Where the Wild Things Are. Let's get into it. This is a book where you have to use your imagination. See, the first page is full of beautiful colors. Looks like a beautiful forest. Let's get into it. The night Max wore his wolf suit and made mischief of one kind. There's Max in his wolf suit. See his tail right there? He made mischief of one kind and another. There he is chasing the dog. He's being pretty busy. His mother called him Wild Thing, and Max said, "I'll eat you up." So he was sent to bed without eating anything. Doesn't look like Max is very happy about that, does it? You see his face? He looks like he's mad at his mommy. But he was being pretty busy, right? That very night in Max's room, a forest grew. Get that. A forest is growing right in his room. You see those trees in there? Wow. And grew. It's getting bigger and bigger. See that? This book has a lot of pictures, not so many words. And grew until his ceiling hung with vines and the walls became the world all around. Look at that. The whole forest. He's not in the house anymore, at least in his imagination. Imagination is a good thing. And an ocean tumbled by with a private boat for Max, and he sailed off through night and day. There he is. He has his own little boat. It even has his name on it. See that? Max. M-A-X. Max. And in and out of weeks and almost over a year to where the wild things are. There he is. I wonder what the wild things are. We know where they are. They're in and out of weeks and days, almost a year, but we don't know where they are or who they are. And when he came to the place where the wild things are, they roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. Think they're trying to scare him? I think so too. Till Max said, "Be still," and tamed them with the magic trick of staring into their yellow eyes without blinking. And they were frightened and called him the most wild thing of all. Can you imagine these big old wild things afraid of little old Max? But they were. and made him king of all wild things. And now, cried Max, let the wild rumpus start. So now they've made him king. He has his crown on, and he's telling them what to do. Because that's what kings get to do, right? They get to tell everybody what to do, right? So right now it looks like they're howling at the moon. You see Max's mouth? Looks like he's going, woo! And now they're swinging in the trees. Whee! And now it looks like they're having a parade. Do, 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 do. Now stop, Max said, and sent the wild things off to bed without their supper. And Max, the king of all wild things, was lonely and wanted to be with someone who loved him best of all. Then all around from far across the world, he smelled good things to eat. So he gave up being king of where the wild things are. So now he doesn't want to be king anymore. He's lonely and he's made them go to sleep without supper. And now he wants to go somewhere else. Where do you think he wants to go? What did you say? I can't hear you. I think you might be right. Let's see. But the wild things cried, oh, please don't go. We'll eat you up. And we love you so. And Max said, no. The wild things roared their terrible roars, and they gnashed their terrible teeth, and they rolled their terrible eyes, and showed their terrible claws. But Max stepped into his private boat and waved goodbye. So it didn't work. He got on the boat and he left. And sailed back over a year and in and out of weeks and through a day. That's a lot of traveling, right? And into the night of his very own room, where he found his supper waiting for him. So his mom actually did save his food. It's sitting right there on the table. You see that? Page is sticking together. And it was still hot. There's no picture on this page, just the last words. And that is the end of our story, friends. I hope you enjoyed this story, Where the Wild Things Are. And I will see you next week. Bye, friends.